realized that, you know, I'm not as young as I used to be, and you know, I have a couple of more years left, and so I want to make it happen before, you know, before it's too late. And then I don't want to live with the regret that I never went back and I never danced professionally.
Como 16 años. 16, 17 años que no.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Australian Ballet, this is your 5-minute call. 5 minutes, thank you.
I was 15, and then it was the first time I ever left Cuba. Like I remember when I arrived in Paris in '97, it was all about the technique, and you know, in Cuba we dance with this sort of like everything is with this 1000% force, and then they sort of like was like, okay, no, you know, just let's things make it look easy, you know, even if they're hard, let's make them look easy. And I think I got a lot of refinement of my 2 years in Paris, because you know, the French are so elegant, and so I think that helped me. And I think with the combination of the Cuban technique and that sort of French refinement, plus, you know, the artistry that is very important in London, I think, you know, if I would have stayed in Cuba, I don't think I would have been the artist that I am right now. I was very lucky that at that time 2 principals were leaving.
He came at the beginning of 2008 and joined the company as principal artist, and he's been here since, and it's been wonderful. It was a very interesting and I think a bold move to come after having spent, I think, almost 8 or 9 years in London, and also spending his whole life in the Northern Hemisphere, and then coming down to Australia, joining a brand new company, doing completely different repertoire. It's been a really fascinating journey for all of us, I think, for him and for the company, and he's brought a unique perspective to our company. Most of our dancers either come from Australia or New Zealand or the Asia Pacific region, so he brings a different energy, a whole Latin passion in his dancing, which I think has been a great thing for the company, and I believe it's been a really positive time for us, and I hope so for Yosvani as well.
I was super excited to be coming to Australia. When I arrived, I was, for like 2 weeks, it was like I felt like I was in a dream. Then reality sank in, and so then, you know, after living in London for 9 years, I sort of, you know, find it really hard to sort of adapt to a new environment. I mean, I didn't know anybody, so I didn't have any friends. So I almost left. Like, not many people know this, but I almost left. I was so depressed.
I'm sure there were times when he was actually questioning whether he'd made the right decision or not. But it has been ultimately for us a fantastic decision.
I have to say, we are very spoiled in the Australian Ballet. The conditions of work are very comfortable. They're very organized. So, and I feel very respected within the company. The Australian Ballet, we went to Paris, London and Manchester. This year the company is going to Japan. Otherwise I get invited to dance with other companies, so I do dancing festivals. Like I was in Rome in February for a couple of days. I just went, did the show, came back. And I'm going now on the 4th. I'm going to Colombia to a dance festival, so I'll be there for like 9 days.
Yosvani's become our roving ambassador, actually.
I do miss the audience in Cuba. They're incredible. They love so much ballet.
What goes through your mind when you're preparing before a performance?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Australian Ballet, this is your 15-minute call. 15 minutes, thank you.
What goes through my mind? Depends on the show.
I love Coppelia. I did my first opening night in a principal role with the Australian Ballet here in Sydney, which was fantastic.
I really felt that we had the dancers currently in the ranks that would really, light up the stage. And Yosvani was very much a part of that decision because he is born in France, and he has been reflected through his whole career. This idea of Coppelia has been there for many years. So I think it was a great time to bring this ballet back.
The reviews were really good, and Coppelia for me is sort of like a special ballet because it was my first full-length classical ballet that I did when I joined International Ballet. I was 20 in 1999, and then with that same ballet, 4 years later, in 2003, I got promoted to principal at the age of 24, and then now is my first opening night in a principal role with Australian Ballet. So it's sort of like full circle moment for me.
Es un conjunto de tantas cosas que no sé, porque no sé la reacción que me puede dar, como hace tantos años que no lo veo en vivo, no sé, emocionada sí estoy.
I have learned so much in the past 13 years, and I have had this whole career outside, so I want to be able to go and share it, and I want to be
Share who with?
With my family, my friends, and there are a lot of people that every time when I go back, they see me dance they used to see me dance when I was in school, and they're like, when are you gonna dance here? And they want to see, all they have seen is videos of me. So there's so many people that, including me, that will be special for them and for me to be able to sort of go back and yeah.
Y cada vez que él iba, no sé, estando en la escuela o cada vez que él iba de vacaciones de La Habana a Camagüey, él se ponía, la casa era pequeña, pero afuera tenía como un portal así, y ahí se ponía en el piso, ponía una grabadora de esa de cassette, cuando ponía una grabadora y se ponía ahí, y todos los vecinos, porque habían varios apartamentos, y todos los vecinos se quedaban así mirándolo, y él, hasta que no le saliera lo que él quisiera, lo que le saliera mal, él no paraba.
So I don't think, in fact I'm pretty sure Alice Alonso wasn't very pleased with the fact that I left and I didn't work for them. I can dance whatever they ask me to dance, I dance, as long as I'm back there and I'm able to dance before I stop performing, it will be fantastic.